a nature play park, a snowplow rodeo, and a community painting project, plus lots more. We'll look at some new city facilities, unsung heroes, and your tax dollars at work on this edition of Connected Colorado. Hello everyone, I'm Gary Shapiro. I'm on the walking track here at the brand new Thornton Community Center. We'll learn a lot more about it coming up in just a bit. But first, Denver Parks and Rec, along with the Museum of Nature and Science, have come up with a brand new space that's just great. It's called Nature Play.
Look, a new park, it just opened today. This looks so cool.
Today was the grand opening of Nature Play. Nature Play is this 4-acre immersive experience that is pretty much the museum throwing open our doors and pouring our diorama halls into the park for an interactive play experience. Seeing the kids playing in the space means everything to me. We listen to the voices of all of these kids, hundreds and hundreds of kids. During COVID, we're at home and they were drawing us pictures of what their dream natural play experience would look like, and they were sending us photos. And so to be able to open the space and say, here, we made it for you, and to see them enjoying it, it's everything. It's everything for our whole team. First of all, you can expect a lot of native landscaping. We used a lot of native plants, native wildflowers, and a lot of trees. We planted 51 trees in the space. The surprising thing that people might find as they wind through the space is all kinds of embedded play elements and moments of delight and discovery. You might find animal tracks as you're walking along the ADA pathway. And when you get off the pathway, you might see little, I don't know, maybe a gnome, an elf, if you would, which we have in our diorama halls up in the museum. We've also brought some of that whimsy and fun outside here.
We took into account so much input from the community, and that was input from children, from adults, anyone who would really use this space, and that's everyone, because whether you're young or old, you can find something to explore in this space. So we took all that input and really brought it to life in the design process of this space.
Something that the community told us was important to them and that we deeply value and share a value system in is making experiences that are accessible to people of all ages and abilities from different cultures. And so throughout the space, you'll find that people can traverse from east to west, north to south on an ADA pathway that in an area of the park that wasn't previously connected from north to south or east to west. People can also find signage that will call them into the space, ask questions of deep curiosity, get people to really start thinking about their spaces in nature and their connection with nature in maybe a different way. That signage being bilingual in English and Spanish is really important to us because our community has a lot of Spanish speakers in it.
That's our entire mission, is that we want to be able to bring nature to our urban spaces, and everyone should be able to access that. So that is exactly what we did here at Nature Play, and it's what we continue to do throughout the city.
Denver Parks and Recreation, they're specialists in this kind of construction, right? They know how to revitalize a park, how to do construction in a park. The museum, we're experts in community engagement and the scientific knowledge of the Rocky Mountain region. And so bringing those expertises together to make this space was really key for how unique it is. It's really shaped the space into something different than a Nature Play space will be anywhere else. Nature Play is open as of today. It is available as part of City Park. It's free for the public to access, and it's really just the museum's gift to the community.
I'm here at the Thornton Community Center with Jenny Dowdell. Jenny, thanks for inviting us.
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure.
This place is beautiful. It just opened last October. Talk a little bit about it.
Yes, thank you. We opened last October, October 26th of 2024, so we've been open a few short months. But we actually operated a community center right here in this very spot. We operated for 48 years serving our community. And in August of 2022, we actually demolished the building and rebuilt what you see today.
And it's got all kinds of different facilities. One of the most unique ones is what we're standing in front of, a boxing ring.
Yes.
So tell me about that. How'd you end up with a boxing ring?
Absolutely. We hosted the Thornton Boxing Club in our old community center about 25 years ago. They were partners with us for 2 or 3 years, and then we closed that space and built a teen center. We've supported them in different places throughout the community over the years, and so we're very happy to bring them back into our center today.
And what's been the reaction since this boxing center opened?
It's been very well received. In the evenings, we've got a lot of families and youth that come and participate. Some people do it for fitness. Some people do it to actually compete in sanctioned fights. So it's a big gamut of different skill sets that people are learning.
So is the next heavyweight champion going to come from here?
Maybe.
Yeah, I like that idea. All right, and this place has a lot of historic symbols to it too. Talk about some of those.
Yes, when we closed the community center down, we heard an outpouring of love and support from our community. And so we wanted to somehow hold on to the history. It sits in original Thornton, and so we wanted to hold on to that history and wasn't quite sure how to do it. And then the thought of honoring the streetscape on how the city was originally formed. So the graphics that you see upstairs represent original Thornton on the streetscape.
And there's all kinds of different activities here besides the boxing. Talk about some of the others.
Yes, we have some traditional recreation amenities, basketball, volleyball. New to us in the last 5 years or so is pickleball, which
Right.
I understand you're a pro now.
I have tried.
We also have a dance room, so our dance program is held here, and our preschool program is held here as well.
And then you're partners with the library too.
Yes, we are. That was a new partnership for us as well this year. So that partnership kind of grew while we were in full swing of a design. They were formerly at the Mapleton School District Skyview campus and just didn't felt that they were reaching the full potential of the community. So they just planted a seed and said if anything interesting ever comes up, we're interested in relocating. And so that kind of sparked conversations, and then here we are today.
And I understand there are some community areas here, so if somebody wants to come have a birthday party or whatever, they can do that too, right?
Yeah, we have 2 beautiful spaces that you can rent for classes, meetings, or those family gatherings.
That sounds great. What is it that you want people to know about this new facility?
I want people to know that we are open again and serving our community as best we can. You know, the community center, we are big on building relationships. So we want to get to know the people coming into our center. We operated with love and respect when we closed, and we want to remain that and offer those services to many more people. We have a lot of people now with our walking track that we didn't have before, so we're hoping to just bring in more community members to get to know here at our center.
And how can people get more information if they need it?
You bet. cityofthornton.gov is our website. Just look up for the community center. We're here 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 6.
Well, you have a beautiful space here. Thank you again for inviting us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure.
As we've mentioned, an important part of the community center is the library. And joining me now is Jacob Seelig from Anythink Library. Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely, thanks for being here.
Tell me a little bit about this place.
Yeah, so I think what's really special about this library branch in particular is our partnership with City of Thornton. So as we were designing the building together, we talked a lot about cross-interest, being a space for people to use the rec center amenities, use the library, move back and forth. And so, for example, we're seeing a lot of teenagers who come to play basketball and then come hang out in the teen area of the library and browse the graphic novels. Or seniors who come in and check out a large print book and then head over to play pickleball for a while. And so that idea of being a space for both body and mind at the same time is something that's really been coming alive in this building.
It looks like a regular library. You got the books and the magazines and so on, but there's some unique aspects to this library, right?
Yes, so at Anythink Libraries, we really focus about the experience of people in our libraries. And we want to be a place where anybody can come and learn about whatever they're interested in. So whether that's finding items in our collection, whether that's checking out our maker spaces, or attending one of our programs to learn new things and discover new passions, that's what we really try to provide in our buildings.
And this space is for some of the programs, I'm guessing. Talk about some of those programs.
Yes, so we have started with some story times. So we have preschool classes come in where there's lots of squirrely energy. We've done some adult programs, book clubs. We recently did a sourdough starter baking program. So we get a lot of energy and exciting things happening in our libraries.
Lots of creativity, I'm guessing. So when you look at the logo for the library, there's a little squiggle in there. What's that all about?
Yeah, so that's our doodle logo, and we think about our doodle as representing creativity and innovation, as well as energy and connection. And so again, in our children's area, underneath the spreading branches of our beautiful tree, we see, parents coming in with their children and then chatting with other parents, making friendships, and I think that's a great example of what our doodle logo is all about.
Well, it's a great space. If people need more information about the library, where should they go?
Our website, anythinklibraries.org, and then under locations, click on Thornton Community Center to find information about this branch in particular, and come visit us.
All right, Jacob, thanks for inviting us.
Thank you for being here.
One of the cool parts of the Anythink Library is here in the studio, where they have laser machines to engrave stuff like this journal. Wow, didn't that come out great? And I love the logo, by the way. Hey, I want to tell you that recently the city of Wheat Ridge held an event to keep both kids and adult pedestrians safe. They held a painting party.
We're here at Fruitdale Park on Miller Street and 47th in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, and we're doing a Safe Routes to Parks project to promote traffic calming and slower speeds by this park, and we have 2 schools within about 4 blocks of this park. We painted 3 no parking spots on the north side, and we also have this intersection mural behind me.
Wet paint right here behind you.
We have a whole bunch of our awesome community out here, and we are painting safe zones, and it's particularly important here because we've got 2 schools and a park on this street. And we really want to make sure that when kids are crossing the crosswalk, that they're visible. And part of how we do that is we got this great grant to paint these really cool murals on the street. These murals tell cars not to park here, which makes the crosswalks totally visible for kids when they're walking through. So by the end of the day, not only will this street be super colorful, but it'll be a safer place for everyone who's trying to walk to get to our great city parks.
My son comes here to Mountain Phoenix Community School, and we're very excited for these murals to help make drop-off time and pick-up time more safe for the kids. Of course, Mountain Phoenix is about art and music, and it's nice to have more art on the street and in Wheat Ridge in general.
Tim and I walk our dog by the Fruitdale Park every day, and that can get kind of dicey especially around school times when everyone's just trying to get in and get out, and now we have this nice mural over there that should help at least bring some attention to slowing down in the area.
Speeding is the #1 cause of fatalities in car crashes, and so we're wanting to highlight that opportunity, slow down the speeds, and improve visibility for those that are utilizing our streets.
This is a way to tell drivers and people that this is not your typical street to gun your vehicle down. This is a place where there's kids, there's schools, there's a park. This was all made possible through a grant from the Safe Routes Partnerships. It's a federal program that promotes safe access for bikes and pedestrians to parks. So they did provide a $10,000 grant to Bike Jeffco to facilitate all of this happening.
I designed the artwork that's going to be done on the street, and I've got a whole army of people out here to help me paint it. I own a tattoo shop on 38th. To see all these organizations out here together, working together, a lot of puzzle pieces had to come together to make this happen. So it's humbling to see it.
This is really special. Mountain Phoenix is a school that my daughter went to, and we're part of a community. Everybody coming together today and painting, and this is a really great thing for our community.
Typically, if it's paint that's put down, you sprinkle the glass beads on top, just like fairy dust. So the intent is that your headlights reflect off of that, and you can see them at all hours of the day. Yeah, I love being a part of this because it's making the community safer, but also bringing people together. So when you can combine those 2 efforts, it's always a win-win.
I think it looks great. I think it's really going to make an impact in the neighborhood. So we're excited to see how the neighborhood likes it and what the school thinks about it.
We work to promote and make it safer to walk and bike in the city of Wheat Ridge. We think it's a great sort of template that we hope can happen in other parts of the city too, to help slow traffic down, make sure that drivers see people crossing the street. So we hope to see much more of this in the future.
If you have time, it's really worth to volunteer even for a couple of hours for anything you like. You meet lots of friends, so it's not really for free because you learn. And the learning doesn't come free.
I love that it's being a part of a community. I think is really important, and this is something that I'm good at, and it allows me to do it. Not only does it bring people together, but it just makes the world a cooler place.
And we couldn't do it without our great community volunteers, our partnerships with Bike Jeffco, the Wheat Ridge Active Transportation Advisory Team, the city's amazing Public Works Department and Parks Department. Working together, they took this grant and they've really turned it into a vibrant and safer corridor. I cannot wait to get on my bike tomorrow and come down here and just really enjoy these murals when they're done.
Good stuff in Wheat Ridge, and good stuff here at the Thornton Community Center, where they have all kinds of exercise equipment. But now to Aurora for an event that takes place before the first flakes start to fly. It's an annual event where snowplow drivers test their skills during the Snowplow Rodeo.
It's Aurora's annual Snowplow Rodeo. It's a week full of learning and turning to find the best snowplow driver in our city.
I started doing the rodeo in 1989.
John Watson has worked for Aurora for 35 years.
Yeah, a lot of rodeos.
He says this competition is the perfect blend of learning and preparing for the winter season.
And it just makes it a lot easier for a lot of the employees.
Kind of like the fun part of the snow preparation.
Street Operations Manager Mark Tamburo says they test on 3 different pieces of equipment.
So we'll set up a series of obstacles and some simulations like a cul-de-sac that they're going to have the opportunity to plow during the snow season.
The city relies on Public Works, Aurora Water, and Parks and Recs employees to plow during the winter. So this is a chance for everyone to meet each other and get ready for the season.
Absolutely, we are prepared.
John says he's ready for whatever this winter season has for our Aurora crews.
We're looking forward to getting a lot of the new people on board, teaching them how to snowplow and how we do things. And I think it's going to be a great season.
Snowplow operators are unsung heroes, but of all the city unsung heroes, maybe sewer workers are the most. But their work is so important. Let's go to Lakewood to take a look.
Hey Lakewood, it's Angie. Today we're going to go underneath our city streets and into our sewer system, and we're going to see what our unsung heroes do to maintain it. It can be gross, it can be grimy, but someone's got to do it. So let's go check it out. Hey Colin, so we're out here with some of our unsung heroes and Public Works. What are we doing today?
Yeah, Angie, so today we are performing a routine inspection on one of our sewer mains.
And why is it important that we do that?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into a sewer mains. One is we're looking for voids and cracks and pipe separations, but we're also looking for non-flushable items like flushable wipes or diapers, as well as grease buildup.
Heading in.
That's really cool. What's some of the weird things that you see down there?
Oh, you name it, we've seen it, from needles to diapers to saw blades, raccoons, mice, it's down there.
So if you do see something wrong with the pipes, what's the next step to fixing it?
Yeah, so there's a few options. There's a point repair where we can just go in and do a 4-foot point repair. There's digging up the road and repairing a larger section of pipe. Or if it's something small like a buildup, we'll take our jet truck and break the buildup up. We perform these routine inspections to make sure that our sewers are flowing properly. If they're not flowing properly, it can cause a major backup affecting residents and backing up sewer into their homes.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No, that's not a fun day.
So is there anything that residents can do to try to help make sure that our system flows properly?
Only flush things that should be flushed. Toilet paper and waste. No flushable wipes, needles, diapers, don't put any of that where it can cause a backup.
All right, we're here with the unsung heroes that made this inspection possible. Y'all are so awesome, and it really was a group effort. We've got Daniel and Jason out here who were making sure that the camera was going down into the manhole properly. Arthur was inside the truck. He was watching the cameras. We had Darren out here. He was doing traffic control and safety to make sure nobody got hurt. So thank you all so much. We really appreciate everything that you do. I want to shake y'all's hands. Seriously, the residents of Lakewood truly appreciate you, and y'all are awesome. Someone's got to do it. So this might be a grimy job, but it's also one of the most important jobs in our city. If you want to help our unsung heroes, make sure you never flush flushable wipes or anything else that's not supposed to be in your toilet. And if you do have a backup, you can call the Lakewood non-emergency line 24/7 and our team will respond immediately. All right, I'll see you next time.
We've been showing you this spectacular new community center in Thornton. But North Glen has a new building too. It is City Hall, where they recently had a grand opening where people could learn about city council and so much more.
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's such a beautiful building. I love the structural work. It's just incredible.
I think it's great. It looks really nice. I love that it's all green, you know, technology, and it's all green with the solar panels and everything.
I think it's nice because they're, you know, new development to see everything. It looks nicer, so then it brings in more business and it can bring in just more fun things to do at the rec center too.
I would like to preface the whole thing by saying some of us have been here for many, many years. The whole park and situation with dirt and trails, and now it is absolutely gorgeous. And this eco-friendly is very impressive, very impressive. And then to go to the conference room and laugh and see all the circumference of it all was just, it's just pretty overwhelming. They did an awesome, awesome job.
We got the extra special Como tour, so he was able to point out a lot of the intricacies of the building itself and how beautiful it is, obviously. The artwork that was hung in the center of the building and the significance of each of the rooms and the views. So very impressive, and I'm glad that they have a new home.
So I watched them build this. It's beautiful. I'm very proud of our city. I love that everything's sustainable. They answered all my questions. Absolutely love it. It's pure Colorado.
The new City Hall here is absolutely beautiful. They took so much time in planning and how beautiful it is. The way you see the monument, and then you go upstairs, you can see the whole park and E.B. Raines Park. The art is absolutely fantastic. I've never seen anything like that. That is absolutely beautiful.
This was amazing. The things they show us and then the decoration was amazing.
I signed up for like the events and I got a text and I'm like, great, like we could see the City Hall and there's food trucks, so we decided to check it out. We're residents here now.
And we walked here, so we'll be back for permits for some things that we want to do.
Yeah, we want to do some things with the house, so we know where to go now. Yeah. But it was really cool. Everybody was really nice. The new City Hall is beautiful. Very excited how environmentally friendly it is and how it has new building resources and everything. It's beautiful. I'm really excited that we can share it with our community and also the beautiful offices that everybody who works there gets to use. The old City Hall definitely needed an upgrade, so it's exciting to have this new beautiful facility.
This feels a lot more like welcoming, I think, versus the old one felt just darker and yeah, not as like welcoming and friendly. So this is nice, good upgrade.
It is absolutely beautiful. And when they first started, we wondered what was going to be here. And now we knew then eventually, but it's just absolutely beautiful and well thought out.
Oh, darn it. Whew. Well, anyway, thanks to the Thornton Community Center for inviting us. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to all the volunteers and staff at the cities that bring us all the services that they do. We'll see you next time on Connected Colorado.